Hi Karen, this is Jesse Trimble. My mom, Judy Trimble, asked me to do this quick video for you. She said that she spoke to you recently and that you're doing this childbirth education CPR courses and so forth with storkready.com. So I looked real quickly. Well, let me back up a little bit. Here's my website, Trimco Direct Marketing. What I do is I just do SEO services. I help customers find you online. I do a lot of backlinking service, websites, lead generation, consulting, you name it. We do everything. I have quite a big staff, plenty of, what do you call it, resources and so forth. So that's what I do. It's a lot of fun. So you're right here, #1 on Google. It's a great spot to be. I see that you're locally listed with Google listings. That's very good too. You have zero competition in Reading for this childbirth classes, as I see. I mean, you have a couple of other people here, Boston Baby Beginnings, my mama, and me, but either these people are not in Reading and they're in a neighboring town, so they're not going to pop up, here. Childbirth classes, I'm sure, is not a big competitive market. So at any rate, I went to your webpage here, and I like it. It's nice and clean. It's easy to read and navigate, and get your interlinking on your website. I don't know if somebody does this for you or you do this yourself, but I like it with the pictures, and you got a Facebook icon here. It's nice and simple. We also do logo services. If you want to put a logo here, maybe instead of just type. You have a header here with a picture. You can put a logo design with a header in here with a phone number and your address over in the corner. Change a real professional photo right here. That's something to think about. Have you ever thought about upgrading the site, making it more whatever? Are you looking for something different? Your Facebook, I saw, has like 670 people on there, so you're doing pretty good there with your Facebook, with your social media. It looks like you're doing really good, so congratulations. If you look up here, your pages are indexed 19. I always like to have 15 for websites, unless you're in a really competitive niche. So you have a nice number of pages there. Just some of our tools that we use. I can do a more in-depth analysis, but since you're doing pretty good, I'm not going to take a lot of time to do that. So that's just something to think about. If you want to address this site in any way, shape, or form, just let me know. I'd be happy to help you out. My mom also told me that your husband does handyman services. This is something we do a lot of work for. We have roofers, we have a painter, we have a contractor, we have several people that we work for. And this is a competitive niche, as you probably know. A lot of people are offering these services, so getting your website on that first page is really good for this niche. I searched your husband's, what do you call it? Handyman services in Google, and I couldn't find him after I went to page 7. I just stopped looking. So he's not showing up in Reading. I don't know. I did not see a local listing, a Google local listing for his company. I did not see, where his address is. So he has his phone number here. The big deal for competitive niches where people are doing a lot of stuff for the same niche, like handyman services, contractors, roofers, is content. That's what's going to set you apart from your competition. So he has a services page here, and with the things that he does. So deck maintenance, deck insulation, ceramic tile, caulking, carpentry, blinds, assembly. What I do is I do content on all these niches. Every single one of these services that he does, I do content on it, like a whole page, maybe 1,000 words. That there tells Google this is a serious site, really authoritative, really knows what he's talking about, really wants people on Google to find him. So when you do those kind of things, you're sending signals to Google. So, we can also, like window replacement and pressure washing, those are very, very non-competitive niches. So I would suggest hiring me, of course. I would suggest making these individual websites. So pressure washing, uh, sorry, what's your husband's first name? Dan Chipman, maybe? Chipman pressure washing in Reading, Mass, or chipmanwindowreplacement.com. If you set these up websites, now you set a long tail word in the URL. And that URL, when people type in window replacement in Reading, Woburn, Stoneham, any of those surrounding cities, they're going to find his site on the first page. So, pressure washing, same deal. People search this a lot. It's a highly searched term. If you have that pressure washing term in the URL, as opposed to, Chipman handyman services, this pressure washing gets buried. Now, if you were to make a page on pressure washing, it doesn't get buried as much because when people click services, they'll find we can do drop down menu. So when you put your mouse right over services, the drop down menu will come down and they can look down the list of like, oh, okay, Chipman does this and he does that. So that's something to think about. Before and after, I do like that tab. We suggest that for all of our blue collar niches. People love to see testimonials and before and afters and stuff. So this is very cool. I'm looking, yeah, it is a slideshow. Okay, so yeah, you got a slideshow going here. That's really cool. This is good. So again, content is king. So he should have, a whole blurb right here of maybe 500 words of content talking about his before and after. And the contact us. Another thing we always stress, especially for this niche, is on every single page you should have a contact form. You should always have a call to action. So when someone comes on this page, on the left or the right or at the very top, usually we suggest having a phone number right up here and then a contact form on the right. But just something where it says, every page you're on, you're stressing to contact me. Give me a call, send me a form, email me, whatever the case may be. And you're really stressing the people, giving an easy way to access you and to contact you. So these are all the things that we do. I can give you a more in-depth analysis of his site with a couple of tools, show you some cool things about trust flow, citations. Another big deal is citations. Google loves citations. It shows that you are being authoritative as well. Google, Yahoo, Bing, Facebook, Yelp, Foursquare, Yellow Pages, all those things are adding little points to your website URL, and that tells you Google that you are trying to be serious about what you're doing. So, all right, so hope this was helpful. Hopefully you'll have some questions. Let me know, and I'd be happy to help. Thank you.